howdy. My name is Shelby Hearn, and I use she, her, hers pronouns. I currently serve as a leadership and service specialist here at Texas A&M University, and am a proud member of TACUSPA.
Hi, my name is Tracy Anthony Richardson. I am a program analytics specialist at Sam Houston State University.
Howdy, my name is Brooke Arrington, and I currently work at Texas A&M University as a community director in the Department of Residence Life.
So I actually started out in TACUSPA as just a general member. Then I got a scholarship to attend a conference one year, and then I was asked to serve as a fellow for the following year. And the fellowship experience was truly something that I just can't even imagine what my life would look like right now if I didn't have TACUSPA and have this community that has been built around me. And so I truly am just so thankful for my fellowship experience. I got to work with an amazing foundation representative, and we worked on strategically thinking about reimagining the membership experience and raising money for the foundation and what does that look like. It was a really great experience holistically, but also I think even further past my fellowship, I was also extended multiple opportunities to serve in the future in TACUSPA. So I then came back and served on a committee for a couple years, and then I came in and served as the director of marketing.
I joined TACUSPA after participating in the 2021 virtual case study competition. Having been on the team that won, we were invited to attend an institute at the conference that year. This was my first experience with TACUSPA, and the experience made me feel very welcomed. And after having such a great experience at the conference, I decided to join.
I am a graduate student here at Texas A&M working on my master's degree, and I came from out of state. And so I was really learning what it meant to be an Aggie, what it meant to live in Texas and all of that. And I really learned that Texas is potentially somewhere that I see myself after graduation. And so I wanted to kind of put down roots, start to connect with professionals across the state, and realize that there's a lot of personal relationships that you can build through TACUSPA rather than some of those larger associations where there's so many people involved. And so Shelby Hearn worked in my department and is working on her PhD. And her and I kind of got talking about her involvements, and she shared about how much TACUSPA had impacted her, especially through her fellowship, and that was kind of how she got started in TACUSPA. And so she encouraged me to apply, and so I went ahead and applied, specifically looking at the assessment fellowship. Didn't really know exactly what it was going to entail, but I knew that assessment was something that I was interested in, but wasn't getting that through my current job. And so I was excited to see what that opportunity was. Now, the really unique thing about my fellowship was I got to kind of take it in whatever direction I wanted. They wanted assessment on membership, and they were like, what does that mean to you, or what does that look like? And I first said I wanted to look at the data and really see what the data told me before I kind of made my mind on what direction to go. But the other unique thing about my project was that I was able to get involved with the committee of membership and marketing and work with that committee to really enhance my project. And I joined their committee meetings and just became like a committee member, and that was super cool.
My mentor was Dr. Jeff Stritzel, and he was a great mentor. When attending my first TACUSPA conference, one big takeaway I had was that to find a mentor who looked like me, to find a mentor who doesn't look like me, find a mentor who's in my field and one who is out of my field. And if you know Dr. Jeff Stritzel, then you know we look nothing alike. So it was a really good fit. I didn't have any preconceptions on how my experience as his mentee would be, but I left feeling very seen. There's one anecdote that I like to share where I asked him to meet because I felt like I wasn't doing enough for my fellowship, and as soon as those words left my mouth, he immediately replied, "Tracy, you're enough." And I was like, he really kind of stopped me in that moment, and in that moment I realized I'm not sure someone I viewed as a leader had ever said that to me. So frankly, that may be my favorite fellowship memory.
My direct mentor for this project was Dr. Teresa Simpson. So she was the person that I was continuously working with, and then she pulled Shelby in, kind of that marketing side of things, because we know it's easy for us to get caught up in the numbers, talking about what the numbers mean, but how do we relay that to people that maybe don't like numbers or don't know what specific words mean? And so we were able to work together to really create the face of TACUSPA, or who is TACUSPA, and be able to tell the story of what that means.
So I am extremely grateful for my experience as a Thomas Moorman Fellow and specifically for 2022. For my fellowship project, I was paired with Dr. Jeff Stritzel. He is the current editor of the journal, and I was to help him with the relaunch of the journal. Dr. Stritzel was my first official mentor, and I am very grateful for him. In short, I would say my fellowship experience provided me networking opportunities, industry knowledge, a great mentorship, and the opportunity to be a part of conversations that I would otherwise be absent from. The experiences that the fellowship provided me are unique, and they definitely help strengthen my skills as a higher ed professional.
I had a fantastic experience with working on my project, working with both mentors, and then presenting my presentation to the actual board. So that was a great experience, and ultimately has now led me to further involvement in TACUSPA. So this year I have stepped into the role of Director of Membership, so I'm over all membership for TACUSPA, including institutional memberships and individual memberships, answering any questions that people have, reminding people to renew their memberships, that sort of thing. And that role, A, I've loved it. B, really having this fellowship helped me get a foundation of who is TACUSPA, what are our members, and then being able to answer some of their questions and really getting that foundational knowledge through my fellowship, and now being able to step into this director role has helped me exponentially, and I am so excited to see what's to come through my TACUSPA experience, all based off of what this fellowship has given me.
My fellowship has opened a lot of opportunities for me, and it definitely grew my network to individuals whose viewpoints in higher education closely align with mine. Most importantly, I got to stay on with the TACUSPA Journal as an administrative assistant, so I help with more of the behind the scenes record keeping kind of things. And again, that gives me an insight to a part of the industry that I had zero knowledge on, and I'm not sure how many have knowledge on how a journal publication goes, how it's edited, how the submissions are received, how they're reviewed, how they're determined to go into the into the journal. So it was a really great experience, and like I said, a really great insight and a really great mentorship, and I recommend everybody to apply so that they can receive a just as great as experience as I have.
It's been a great experience, and it's really allowed me to fully encapsulate all the entities that the experiences that TACUSPA offers. And so I try to take advantage of those amazing opportunities that they put out. So if you see a scholarship or fellowship like this is an opportunity you don't want to miss. So please don't hesitate to reach out and let us know if you have any questions in your application. We look forward to welcoming you to the TACUSPA family. Thanks, and gig 'em!